Some of those in the silver-haired community would say it's a great day for golf, and it is, don't get me wrong, but we say it's a great day for football, and the roof is wide open here in Glendale at State Farm Stadium. So this was the scene a moment ago. The Cardinals emerging from their tunnel, and we are ready for football as the Cards get set to match up with the Miami Dolphins. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore.
First down, Murray. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. 13 yards on the game's opening play. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
At the 38-yard line.
From the gun, Murray. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A gain of 10, first down, Arizona. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
48-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. And now he'll tuck it and run. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
He's tackled at the 20.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Shotgun now for Murray. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
They'll give it to Chubb, and he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Nick Chubb, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Cardinals take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive.
No good.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll drop to throw. They'll set up a screen for Breida. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Loss of 3 on that first down pass play. Now 2nd and 13. Here's the first carry from Matt Breida. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24.
He was taken down by Chandler Jones. It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
3 plays and out.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. That's pulled in at the 32. This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number one seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards there and a first down. Pretty effective opening quarter for him. Remember, he had the touchdown run earlier, and if he pops more of these 10 to 20-yard carries, could be a long game.
Yeah, those types of explosive runs wear down a defense. I think they need to add more people to the box, closer to the line of scrimmage, force them to throw the football, and see if they can slow them down that way.
He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time, and that'll bring up second down. Handoff comes to Chubb. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 12 yards there and a first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Play action. Now it's Murray. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They fake the handoff, now Murray. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Consecutive catches for him, that good for 11.
What a catch, and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They
don't
get a
they?
little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. The Cardinal passing game dialed in now. First down.
Goal at the 3-yard line.
6-0 our score after 1.
With the score, Cardinals 6, Dolphins nothing.
Murray to air it out again. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. David Njoku, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know what I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense, right?
That's true. You've said that before.
10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how the defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got a look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. From the gun, it's Tua. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. He was looking for Parker that time, but now it'll be 3rd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. That took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
On 3rd and long, it's Tagovailoa. And that will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Xavier Howard up to make the tackle.
Does a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
On 2nd and 9, Murray. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
51 to the mic, boys, 51.
Following the penalty, Chubb. So he got free of one tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. They get 5 yards on the run there. Still left staring at a 3rd and about 14.
It's a gain of 5.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that any time you hand the ball to a back.
On play action, it's Murray. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Emmanuel Ogbah. He's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. On 4th down, here's Andy Leon to kick it away. Jakeem Grant back deep for Miami. This is fielded at the 27. And just a net of 31 here. 40-yard punt, 9 on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football.
Their own 36-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. This is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 38-yard line.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. From the gun, Murray. That's caught on the left side by Kirk. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. Got a man. It's complete. Williams. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards 2:22 on the clock.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Murray off play action. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. And that's going to be caught by Kirk for a Cardinals touchdown. Christian Kirk with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead.
19. Dolphins.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Chandler Jones in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. Out of the gun on 3rd down, here's Tua. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it, and he'll be brought down around the 7-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Buying time to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Cardinals push further out in front.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
This will make it into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Take over 1st and 10.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something.
Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by the rookie Isaiah Simmons.
So his struggle is just continuing here in the first half throwing the football. Charles, now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So
blitz coming, and down he goes. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Operating from the gun, Murray. Open man, Taylor Gabriel. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as he'll try to get 3 before half. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And his kick is good. Oh, he just did tuck it into the bottom of that left corner. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this 3rd quarter.
This will make it into the end zone.
Dances by him.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Miami.
Mike 48, Mike 48. We're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet. 52, blue striker.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa.
Now thrown to Parker, complete on the slant.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin 1st down.
1st down, Dolphins.
On 1st down, here's Breida. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
He was taking.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after him now. Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Going to the air, Tagovailoa.
To a hit, and the ball is out.
We talk a lot about setting the tone to start the game. Well, you want to start the tone right in the 3rd quarter as well, and nearly lost a football there in their first drive.
And sometimes we overdo it when we talk about halftime adjustments and what teams are going to do. Most of the time, it's just a matter of executing the game plan you brought in but I'll guarantee you they didn't draw that play up on the whiteboard at halftime. They're fortunate to retain possession.
And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt.
And out will come the offense as they take over. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Cardinals. Nick Chubb. His 10th touchdown of the season, second of the game. As his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Gonzalez to add the PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Makes the score Cardinals 36, Dolphins nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
This will make it into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Phoenix, Arizona's the spot. Glad to have you along for the ride. Third quarter action and a 2nd and 10 upcoming.
And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
On the carry.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Third down.
Tua looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Jalen Thompson picks it, and he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline, and they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. Then the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Devon Godchaux up to make the tackle.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. yards that time and a first down on the keeper.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Christian Kirk, his second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And this offense continues to pour it on. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
It's the score, Cardinals 50, Dolphins nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
This will make it into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave it to a hit, and the ball is out. And the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. That play just looked a little helter-skelter from the start. That's the risk as a quarterback. Once you take off with that football, you might fumble it, and he did.
And he was going for the reward, which is gaining yardage, breaking down a defense. But you're right about the risk. Always lurking out there, someone always trying to get to the football.
Oh, Chubb fumbled it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They run it again with Chubb. And once again, the Dolphin defense holds firm as they'll stop him behind the line of scrimmage. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
Bringing up 3rd and 12.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. From the gun, Murray. Being chased out left. And this is going to be incomplete.
Murray on the keeper.
So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today.
It's 4th down.
Gonzalez's kick is good. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Taken about 7 yards deep.
A nice little juke.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Albert Wilson, the intended receiver there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Hey, look
On the delay, here's Breida. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. To a hit, and the ball is out. And the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And a tough turnover there, as now they will have it at the 6-yard line, 1st and goal.
Okay, this isn't one where you want to take the game tape and hold it up as an example, do you? I mean, you talk about frustrating all the way through. And that last error, I think that crystallizes it, doesn't it?
Absolutely. That's been representative of their entire game still being shut out. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. 2nd and goal from the 1. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. Kyler Murray, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cards use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
The kick is
and it's up and good.
Makes the score Cardinals 60, Dolphins nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory.
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down.
Jannard Avery able to record his 5th sack of the season. Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. Now Tua. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Intended for Matt Breida.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Tua. Wilson has it. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line.
Complete.
A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards.
It's a gain of 20. And the
running out of the gun here, Breida. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Sheldon Richardson there to make the play. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is, he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. So that one a disaster. A big loss there with 2nd down coming up. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 2nd down, Tua. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. And again, it's Tagovailoa. And that is incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
Tua on 4th down. He's going to let it fly. It's caught inside the 25.
I need to get my
And he's
swag
across
right.
for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed, I did, my good man.
Jason Sanders.
Coaches must really like to see that from the quarterback because he's had the interceptions in this game, but they're able to connect on the touchdown pass.
And teammates love to see that because they know that they miss blocks during a game, but they come back and make them later on. They miss tackles, right? They miss making plays, but the spotlight is magnified on your quarterback. And when he stands up to the pressure and comes back and throws a touchdown pass after throwing some picks earlier, they feel great about that guy.
And likewise for him personally, as a rookie quarterback, has to give him more confidence.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
And they will take a knee here.
Hundley on the keeper.
And they take a knee.
Hundley on the keeper. A loss of a yard. It's now
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Hey, we got 3 down, 3 down.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they could pick up something. Instead, they were throwing for a loss.
Today's final.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Arizona, the win here means it'll be a 7-1 first half of the season. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Buffalo Bills next week. Meanwhile, for Miami, the difficult season continues as they drop to 1-8. And they'll be back home next week for a date with the New York Jets. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.